NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brought down by Everson Griffin.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Sliding out of the pocket, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Taylor. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
On 1st down, Newton escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Now Newton on 1st down. This one complete to Scott Miller. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Eagles.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To the air again, Newton. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And the Giants first down.
From the red zone now, Newton. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
DeAndre Swift. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Tackled by Kenneth Murray. It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
They run with Edmonds. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They will run it with Swift here. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are next. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point down, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
You're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run with Taylor.
20-yard line.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his right. He'll find Metcalf. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's Hurts to throw. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And his kick is indeed good. And they stay claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st down, it's Newton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. To throw again, Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Newton throwing again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
12 at the 36-yard line.
Taylor. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Taylor again.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He'll look to throw. And he's got room. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And this has caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
New York.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Again, Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 4th down, Newton. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Throwing again is Newton. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
To Jared Cook. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
A final shot before the break. Newton going deep for Hopkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Giants.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's got this down to the 35.
That's good.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Again, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Hurts will throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Eagles 25, Giants 8. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
For the point after.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Scrimmage.
56, Mike, 56.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Out of the gun, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game.